Hey everyone. So it's January, and January is a time really for, I think, being gentle with ourselves, but creating new habits, creating new daily habits, or making healthy swaps. So I wanted to share with you today my morning routine, okay? Scratching my nose. And 3 of the things that I do every morning. And the first one, I'm going to show you this little funny thing, okay? This is called, well, it's called different names, but it's like it's a tongue scraper. Okay, it may be called some different fancy names, but basically you scrape your tongue every morning with this, okay? And this is something that I've fairly recently started doing. Quite a few of my friends have been doing it for quite a long time, but I only started quite recently. You do get lots of different styles of these, by the way. I just got this one on Amazon. Okay, so when we sleep at night, there's lots of bacteria that builds up on our tongue, and when we wake up in the morning, if we don't scrape our tongue, some people brush their tongue, but this is much more effective than brushing your tongue. I actually still brush it a little bit, but then I scrape off with this. So when we wake up in the morning, all of that bacteria that's on the tongue gets reabsorbed back into the body, which can have an effect on our immune system. Which is not good because it can compromise our immune system, and especially during the winter, we need our immune system to be really fired up and working in a powerful way. So when we scrape the tongue, we're actually kind of getting our digestive system going. We're kind of sending signals to the body, and because in Ayurveda the tongue corresponds to all different areas of the body, so by scraping the tongue you're kind of stimulating the body and getting the digestive system ready, which is one great thing. We're getting rid of any sort of fungus, any bacteria, which is another great thing. It's really good to freshen your breath. Once you start doing it, you won't stop because your breath just feels amazing. You don't get any kind of furry feeling in your mouth. And it's also really great for your teeth as well, for oral hygiene. So yeah, it only doesn't take that long. So there's different, I'm not an expert on this, I'm just somebody who's doing it myself. I've read some places that people do it for like 5 or 10 minutes. I definitely don't do that, but I am quite new to doing it. I just tend to do about 10 to 15 scrapes, but I'm not sure if that's like 100% right. So I'm not going to demonstrate this for you fully, okay? I'm just going to sort of very briefly demonstrate it. So you want to look in your mouth at your tongue, and then you want to put this, I'm actually currently eating a smoothie, so you want to put it in the back of your mouth, and then you just scrape down. Okay, and if you go too far down the back, then you're going to hit the gag reflex, and you want to do this on an empty stomach. So the first thing you do before I have my lemon water or anything is this. Okay, so I work all the way down, and then you rinse it. So I normally scrub my tongue with my toothbrush, so there's toothpaste on it, and then you do it gently, you don't do it hard, scrape down, and then you rinse it and spit it, and you see what comes out, and you see the colour of that. In Ayurveda they take it a step further, and it's all, the colour of it represents different different factors in the body, but basically then you rinse, and then you do it again, and you rinse, okay? And you just keep doing that. Sometimes I actually sprawl my mouth out a bit to get a bit more fluid in there. You keep going down, okay? So that's the first practice, the first cleansing practice that I do in the morning. The first thing I do is get up and I scrape my tongue, okay? The second thing that I do is I make a little drink with these. So this is my favourite brand. I like this brand, this Bragg one. And this apple cider vinegar has the mother. And it's really important because a lot of the ones that we buy here in Spain are clear and they're not the mother. And this is what you really need. This is kind of what all the goodness is the mother. So it's cloudy, but it always says that, the madre, obviously in Spanish. Again, if you're getting this in England, I recommend that you get it from a health food store or somewhere where it says that. If you buy it in supermarkets, it's not the one that you really want, okay? So I love this brand, this Bragg brand. Okay, so I make a drink in the morning that is, I'm going to show you, this has got smoothie in it at the moment, but this size, so it's pretty big. I make a big drink, and that consists of filtered water, a little bit of honey, because it just kind of takes the edge off the apple cider vinegar, just a little bit, not even a teaspoon, probably about a quarter of a teaspoon. because I'm trying to watch my sugar intake. So a little bit of honey. I squeeze a whole lemon in, and then I put a couple of drops of lemon essential oil. It's cold water, and then I top it up with hot. So I normally sort of put the hot with the honey so that it melts the honey, and then pour it into my glass, because you don't really want it to be boiling, because it will kill the vitamin C. So I just have it like tepid, slightly tepid, okay, so just sort of a bit warmer than room temperature. And then this is the first thing that after I've scraped my tongue, I will drink. And there are so many health benefits of apple cider vinegar, lemon and lemon essential oil. So apple cider vinegar kills harmful bacteria in the body, okay, so it lowers blood sugar levels, it lowers cholesterol and helps with like belly fat as well, and it's high in amino acids, and it's very good to get the body more alkaline. So we always want to get the body into a more alkaline state, and apple cider vinegar, just by having a tablespoon of this, I just tend to sort of pour it in, but you could start with a teaspoon if you're not keen on the taste, but a tablespoon of that in your warm water. It's so good for the body and so easy to do. It's full of antioxidants, really good for heart health, been linked to cancer, and there's just so many benefits of doing it. So I really recommend that you bring that into your morning routine. And sometimes what I do is I have my water next to my bed, and then in the morning all I've got to do is wake up and make like a little cup of it. You can even make it the night before, and just add a little tiny bit of boiling water just to make it easier on yourself, so that you know that it's all ready the night before. So lemons are full of vitamin C, and they are great for us, especially at this time of year. So I use a whole lemon. You've got to be a little bit careful with the teeth. Some people use like a metal straw to stop the lemon kind of hurting the enamel of the teeth. I also add lemon essential oil. So lemon essential oil is very cleansing, great for the liver, great for the kidneys, great for the skin to really give you that beautiful glow. And it's just a great antioxidant and really helps the systems of the body really to function. So, and it's also really detoxifying. So if you were a little bit, if you ate quite a lot of stuff over the festive period, or maybe drank too much, then this is a great way to detoxify the body every morning, cleanse your system, and give yourself a little bit of energy too, okay? The third thing that I do, and all of these support immunity in the body. So the third thing I do, I have this little roller. Mine's a little bit old now. I need to rechange my stickers. And this is my roller for my immune system. Okay, and what this has in it, I'm going to go through these 5 oils. This has On Guard, the protection blend, which has got clove, orange, Ravensara, cinnamon, really powerful oils for the immune system. This has got this in it. About 10 drops of this I put in. That's like the main one for it. Then I put 5 drops of frankincense, the king of oils, amazing for cellular health, amazing for immunity. I put about 5 drops of that in. Then Melaleuca tea tree, which is a disinfectant by nature and just again supports the immune system. So I put that tea tree oil in, 5 drops. Then I will put in a couple of drops of oregano, nature's antibiotic. Now smell this first, it's quite strong and it does tend to overpower, so maybe put a drop in at the end, see how you find it. I didn't used to put this in, but I do now. There's some nasty viruses going around at the moment, and I'm kind of obsessed about not getting ill, because obviously I work with babies and I work with pregnant mamas, so I don't want to get sick because then I can't work. So I normally put a couple of drops of this in. Doesn't smell the best, but it's just really for your immune system. And then I finish off with about 7 drops of lemon, okay, because again, lemon's really good for the immune system. So, working for about 25 drops, I think that was about 25 drops of essential oil. I top that up with almond oil, and in this little roller like that, and I roll that over my feet, okay? And I take that out with me in my handbag, wherever I am, that will get applied. If someone's ill, that gets applied everywhere. My skin is not sensitive to the oil, so it's fine for me to like put them on my neck and put them everywhere. If you've got sensitive skin, maybe try it on your wrist first and just see if there's any sensitivity, because oregano, cinnamon, clove are very strong on the skin. So just see first here, leave it a few hours with regards to your sensitivity. But for me, I just, apply it everywhere, especially if I'm feeling a bit under the weather. But in the morning, I just roll this on my feet, and that's my daily morning routine. Once I've done that, then I go out and I do my meditation, my yoga practice, and my cold water therapy. So I just wanted to share that with you today. It's a really simple routine. It takes no more than 5 minutes, and it's something that maybe you could think about bringing into your January. And I would love you to go onto my YouTube channel. I've shared a video about some doTERRA supplements that we're really focusing on this month to really help support the body and ease you into this wonderful January. So thank you so much for your time today.